Good evening and welcome to our Sutta class in English once again after a 4-month hiatus. And we welcome all of you who are joining us in Zoom and the YouTube channel as well. So thank you for being here. And I would trust that you would be patient for a moment until we connect with our esteemed teacher.
Non-negative slope. Which is non-negative म्हणजे काय?
आता ते गॅस बंद करायचा होता. काय गॅस बंद करायचा होता.
Thank you so much for waiting patiently until our esteemed teacher was able to get online. Right now, he has a power outage at his temple area. So he's been trying to get connected. So I apologize for the inconvenience caused. And we are ready to start. So I welcome most humbly our Reverend Chief Abbot of Millava Dharma Vijayarama Temple in Millava, Kurunegala, Sri Lanka. This is after a 4-month hiatus. We are back again with our 22nd Sutta class, and by request, today's Sutta is from one of our participant requests. So without much delay, I invite esteemed teacher Bulwala Ratana Siritero to start our Sutta class. Over to you, Reverend Sir. You can start, Reverend Sir, right now.
Can I hear you? Can I hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you clearly.
Good evening. Let's start our Sutta lesson today. The Sutta is Sāleyyaka Sutta. It is from Majjhima Nikaya. Papanta Sudani is the commentary for Majjhima Nikaya. Sutta and also the commentary gives fairly detail about the Sutta. When Buddha was delivering his Dhamma, one day he entered the Kosala state. In Kosala state, there was a village called Sāleyyaka. Buddha stayed there and began to preach Dhamma. People in the area gathered in the evening and listened to Buddha. One day, Brahmin, the householder, Sāleyyaka, he wanted to listen to the Buddha because he heard about the Buddha. He heard Sakya Muni, or the Buddha from Sakya caste. He was Arahant, and he bears 9 special qualities. Arahant, Samma Sambuddha, Vidyacharana Sampanna, Sugata, Lokavidu, Anuttara Purisadhamma Sarathi, Satta, Buddha, Bhagava. In that way, they spread the Buddha's 9 qualities all over the area. Householder Brahmin Sāleyyaka, he came to know about these 9 teachers, and also about the Buddha. So he went to listen to the Buddha. He asked the Buddha, some person are there after death, they are born in heaven, but some persons, some men, after their death, they are to be born in hell. What is the reason for that? Then the Buddha explained him, this is the reason for behavior of the person. When the person behave in wrong way, he will be born in hell after his death. If the person behave in virtuous way, he will be born in heaven after his death. Then Sāleyyaka asked, can you please explain this? We can't understand, so you better explain it. Then the Buddha explaining the matter, Buddha preached them this Sāleyyaka Sutta. And before to explain this Sāleyyaka Sutta, I would like to tell you about the causal estate, the legend about the causal estate, because this sermon took place in causal estate. Today, causal estate is known as Sravati, where Jethavan is there. Now, I would like to explain you how this name Kausala came to the society. In the commentary, there is a story or legend how this happened. Long ago, there was a king who ruled this Kausala estate very long ago. He had a son. A wonderful thing happened. This son, the prince, he did not laugh. The prince couldn't laugh. So the king and the men, the ministers, the people in the country, they thought that it was a bad omen for the country, because king's only son, prince, he couldn't laugh. So king made arrangements to make his son laugh. So he called so many persons to the palace and asked them to make his son laugh. So they came and they danced, they sang songs, they cracked jokes, and so many things they did to make laugh the prince. But they couldn't. So king and the ministers and the men, they were unhappy because they thought that it was a bad omen. Then what happened? God Sakra knew this matter and he sent the god Sakra from the heaven. He sent a divine actor to the palace to make the prince laugh. Because of that divine actors, somehow the prince began to laugh. So king and the main ministers, they were very happy. So the people, a large number of people gathered in the palace, and they left the palace, and when they meet people on their way, they began to say the word King Kusala, King Kusala. Kusala means capability or ability. So they were talking to each other, King Kusala, King Kusala. Then all over the states, the word Kusala spreads. And due to assimilations, Kusala became Kosala. That's how the name happened to be the Kosala state. Now the Buddha was delivering his Dhamma in the Kosala state in Sāleyyaka village. When he was delivering his Dhamma, there spread his dignity, his capability, about his 9 qualities, the 9 special qualities. Arahang, Samma Sambuddha, Vidyākarana Sampanna, Sugata, Lokavidu, Anuttara Purisa Dhamma Sārati, Sattha, Buddha, and Bhagava. Arahant means he is entirely devoid of defilements. Arahant. He does not commit sins. That is why he is called Arahant. Samma Sambuddha means he understood, realized Four Noble Truth himself, and he delivered others. He got others to be understood, the Four Noble Truth. So he is called Samma Sambuddha. Then Vidyākarana Sampanna. Vidya is his wisdom. Karana is his behavior. In other sense, Karana is Sila and Samadhi. He has developed his Karana, means he has developed morality and concentrations. Altogether, Karana means behavior. Now, behavior, when we consider about the behavior, there are 15 qualities in behavior. Like he bojani mattanyutati hoti. When he takes foods, he takes a balanced diet. Jagarayana Yoga. He sleep, he break rest a certain time. Jagarayana Yoga. Then his attempt. In that way, he has 15 characteristics that is called Charana Dham. And he has attained Dhyana also, Patama Dhyana, Dutiya Dhyana, Tatiya Dhyana, Tatutta Dhyana. First absorptions, Vitakka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekagga. Second absorptions, Piti, Sukha, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekagga. Then Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekagga, Piti, Sukha, Ekagga, Sukha, Ekagga. In that way, he developed 4 jhanas, absorptions. That's why he bear 15 special characteristics that comes under morality and concentration. Then Vidya means his wisdom. Iddivita jnana. He has knowledge to perform miracles, miraculous deeds, like Yama Maha Pilahar. In that way, he can perform, he has that knowledge to perform miracle. That is Iddivita. Then Dibba Sota. Dibba Sota means he can hear sounds from far away. He can hear far away sounds also. Dibba Sota. Then Paratitta Vijnana. He can read the other person's mind. He has that knowledge. Then Asavakshakara Jnani. He has eradicated all defilements. He had that knowledge. That's why he is called Vidyatarana Sampanna. Then Sugata. Sugata means he had gone in the middle pathway. When he walked, he walked very slowly and in calm way, and he attained to Nibbana. So he is called Sugata. Then Lokavidu. Lokavidu means he knows, he knew about the universe, space. He knows sense, sphere, worlds. He knows about fine material spheres. He knows about material spheres. In that way, he knew all the universe, about the beings and the universe. That's why the Buddha is known as Loka Vidu. Then Anuttara Purisa Dhamma Sarathi. Buddha can tame the cruel persons using his own method. He tamed Angulimala, Ālavaka, and Nalagiri, Tusker. He tamed using his own technique, that is called Purisa Anuttara Purisa Dhamma Sārathi. He get the cruel person to understand the situation. He get the person to understand his role. In that way, gradually he makes aware the cruel persons, and the cruel person becomes a calm and quiet person. That ability the Buddha had, that is Anuttara Purisa Dhamma Sārathi. Then Sattha Deva Manusana. Buddha was a teacher for men and also gods. Buddha preached Dhamma to men and also the gods. Several suttas, Buddha preached several suttas to gods. So Buddha was the teacher for human beings and also divine. Satta Deva Manusanam. Buddha is the quality that he bears special kinds of knowledge. Buddha had 72 varieties of knowledge. Tisakta Jnana, 73 varieties of Jnana, and 14 varieties of wisdom. That's why he is called Buddha. Then the last quality is Bhagava. Bhagava means the Buddha was very fortunate one. And the Buddha eradicate the fear of samsara. That's why he is called Bhagava. So these 9 qualities, Buddha bore those 9 qualities. Sāleyyaka and his men came to know about these special features of the Buddha, and they went to meet the Buddha and asked that question. Some person after death, they were to be born in heaven, some were to be born in hell. So Buddha explained him that happened according to the behavior of the person. Here, the behavior in the sense means karma done by the persons. You know, karma is the volitional actions. In Nibbediya Sutta, Buddha defined karma. Ketanahang bhikkhave kammang vadami, ketayitva kammang karoti, kayena vācāya manasa. Then Buddha said, people engage in karma through their bodily actions, verbal action and mental actions. Altogether, all actions are volitional. So volitional actions are known as karma. Without volition, there is no karma. So, karma are of two kinds, kusala karma and akusala karma. Person who perform kusala karma, after his death, he will be born in heaven. Person performed akusala karma, after his death, he will be born in hell. How the person perform akusala karma and kusala karma. First, we'll see how the person perform akusala karma. Akusala karma. There are 10-fold of akusala karma. The 10 deeds that produce akusala karma. These 10 deeds connect with our body, speech, and mind. Let's see how the person commit akusala karma. First one is killing beings, panati pata. How it becomes karma. To become karma, there must be 5 conditions. There must be 5 conditions to be completed by the doer. First condition is there must be being. Then the person who is going to kill the being, he must know this is being. And there must arise a consciousness to kill the being. Then the person who is going to kill the being, he use some method. He engage in method to kill the animals. After using this method, he kills that animals. Then after completing these 5 conditions, he has committed akusala karma. Now, killing animals connect with the body action. It's a bodily actions. The main door to kill animals or beings is our body, because we have to do a lot of activities associating our body to kill the animal. The Buddha has explained, now suppose one person intends to kill animals in the forest. So he take his weapons like guns or any weapons to shoot the animals, taking his weapons, and he goes to the forest, and he is waiting until come the beings or the animals. He waited so many hours or so many days, but the animal does not come. Then what happened? That person returned his home without killing anyone. Then what happened? Does he produce akusala kamma there? No. He has not performed akusala kamma of killing because he could not complete the 5 conditions there. Only thing that he, in his mind, there is a misbehavior in his mind, in his thought, because he had thoughts to kill that animals. There is only misbehavior, but he has not committed akusala karma. Now that is the condition of karma, akusala karma or kusala karma. The stealing, the second unwholesome deeds, stealing. Stealing also same. There must be the person to steal, and there must be the object. The person intends or desire to take that object, and he used some method. By using those methods, he steals that object. If he can't complete those conditions, there won't be akusala karma. Kami sumithyacara also same. Now, sense misconduct. Now, suppose there is a girl who look after his father. She look after her father because there is no any other person to look after his father. She prepare foods and she gives her father, she serves her father, and she looks after her father. That is Pitu Rakita. She saves his father. The Buddha said, if a man caught such a girl, that is sense misconduct, that becomes sense misconduct. If there is a girl who look after his mother in that way, she look after her brother, and the girl, she has a husband, or the girl has been engaged with the boy. with such girl, if any man if he courts with that such a girl, that is sense becomes that sensuous misconduct, kami sumittachara. In that way, telling lies is akusala karma. He must tell the lies, and others must accept it. That is telling lies. Then pisunavata, parusavata, sampappalapa. Pisunavata, malicious words. They use malicious words to separate the intimate persons. That is malicious word, pisunavata. Parusavata, that is use harsh words. Sampappalapa, nonsense. Then avidya, courteousness, that is a deep desire, courteousness. And vyapad, ill will, and that is anger. And the mithya ditti is also the akusala karma. What do you mean by mithya ditti? Wrong views. What are the wrong views? If anyone does not believe in former birth, is a wrong view. If anyone does not believe in next birth, rebirth, if anyone does not believe in both past and next birth, if anyone believe in kusal, akusal, kusala or akusala. Now, there was a contemporary teacher to the Buddha called Purana Kassapa. He did not expect kusal or akusal. He said that there was nothing called kusal or akusal. If a person commit kusal or akusal, there is no effect. Akiriyavad. In that way, when person does not expect kusal and akusal, that is wrong views. Then when person did not expect tilakkana towards nibbana, sila, three-siksha, sila, samadhi, panya. If anyone does not expect this threefold of training, three-siksha, morality, concentration, and wisdom, and that is the way towards nibbana. So, if anyone does not expect it, it also wrong views. Then, when the person did not believe in paticca samuppada dhamma, dependent origination, the Buddha's central teaching. Paticca samuppada dhamma is considered that the Buddha's central teaching. So anyone does not expect it. It depends on causality. Paticcasamuppada Dhamma depends on causality. If anyone does not respect this doctrine, it's also wrong views, mithya ditti. In that way, when person commit those tenfold of akusala activities, unwholesome activities, he perform akusala kammapata. Then after his death, he will be born in hell, because according to the doctrine of the Paticcasamuppada Dhamma, avidya paccaya sankara, sankara paccaya vijnana. Sankara means the deeds, the volitional actions that you engage in your life. That is, kusala kammo, akusala kammo. They are called sankara. There is power, continuing power. Sankara paccaya vijnana. Vijnana, consciousness, is the link that connect with the next birth. So when person commit more akusala karma, what happened to his vijnana, consciousness? It blended with akusala karma. So that vijnana, when the vijnana, as the last consciousness of the person, Krutichitta, and it becomes Gandhabba, and then take rebirth, then person commit more akusala karma, so that consciousness go to the sat ground, like hills. So he will be born in hell. And he has to experience so many sufferings there, because he committed akusala karma in his former birth. So this tenfold of akusala karma we perform by using our body, speech and mind. Then we'll come to the kusala karma. Tenfold of wholesome, dasa kusala. What are dasa kusala? That is restraining. Restraining from tenfold of unwholesome deeds. Now you abstain from killing. You abstain from stealing. You abstain from sensuous misconduct. You abstain from lying. You abstain from malicious speech. You abstain from harsh words, nonsense. In that way, you abstain from wrong news and covetousness, ill will. In that way, you restrain. You abstain from them. That is known as tenfold of wholesome. But it is not enough. Abstaining from tenfold of unwholesome deeds is tenfold of wholesome deeds, but it is not enough, because you have to engage in wholesome deeds using your body and your speech and your mind. Now there, the Buddha has pointed out there are tenfold of wholesome deeds through which the person can produce merit or wholesome kusala. Dana, sila, bhavana, patti, patthanu, modana, viya, vacha, pachayanto, desana, suddhi, dittiju. We'll take the first one, dana, the donation. Donations. Then to donate something, first you have to produce it. Now suppose you are going to offer food to Mahasangha, the bhikkhus. Before to offer them, you have to produce it. When you produce this food, you have to use justified way. You have to engage in justified employment. If you earn money using wrong ways, like selling poison and selling weapons and selling liquor, you selling drugs, you can earn more money. But in donations, you don't earn money in that way. You earn money through agriculture, and you engage in justified employment, and you earn some money. And you must have the consciousness. There must be generated the suitable wholesome consciousness. It is known as in Abhidhamma, Somanasa Sahagata Jnana Sampayutta Sankarika. There must be some happiness in you. There must be knowledge, because you must think, when I offer some food to Mahasangha, I can gather merits, wholesome. That knowledge you must have. So having those knowledge, and you offer the food, then you perform wholesome there. So when you engage in tenfold of wholesome activities, you perform wholesome. So when such person dies, he will be born in heaven, because his consciousness, avidya pattya sankara, sankara pattya vijnana. His sankhara blended with wholesome activities, not unwholesome activities. So Vijnana is also same. Because of Sankara, there arises consciousness. So that kind of consciousness blended with the wholesome activities, then that consciousness seeks a good world like heaven or human world. He will be born there. So in that way, Buddha explained a person after his death, he will be born in heaven or will be born in hell. That depends on his behavior. In that way, Buddha explained him Dhammacarya, Samacarya, Visamacarya. Dhammacarya, Samacarya. If the person behaving virtuously, that is called Dhammacarya, Samacarya. When the person behaving in bad way, that is called Visamacarya. The person who engaged in Visamacarya will be born in heaven after his death. Then a person who engaged in wholesome or virtuous behavior, he will be born in heaven. The Buddha explained the reasons for one person is to be born in hell, the other person is to be born in heaven. Buddha explained the reason. The reason is karma. So we must think there is responsible for us the activities done by us. Because if it is a volitional actions, it becomes karma. It becomes karma and it affects our journey of samsara. In that way, Buddha explained Sāleyyaka. Sāleyyaka was very happy. He praised the Buddha that they have understood well. I think time is up now. I delivered this Dhamma by overcoming so many difficulties. Anyway, you listen to me. Thank you for listening to me. Blessing of the triple gems be showered upon you.
Much merit to you, Bulwala Ratanasiri Thero, and thank you so much for making much effort to resume our Sutta class in English. And if there are any questions, I would like our participants to ask your questions on the Sutta that we discussed today. You can use the QR code on the screen, or you can ask your question by unmuting the microphone or through the YouTube channel. So we do have like 3 minutes for our questions before we wrap up our session. And thank you once again for your very kind patience while we got on air for this class today. So let me see very quickly if there are any questions on I don't see any questions. So with this, we will wrap up our first class after a 4-month hiatus. And our 23rd Sutta class will be next Friday, 1st of July. So much merit to you, Reverend Sir, once again.
Yes, thank you.
So we will end the meeting now. Thank you very much for all our listeners.